Hi, everybody. Somebody the other day asked me about becoming a Google certified teacher, and I was like, I haven't done my video diary in a while, so I'm bound and determined to wrap up this video diary project and try to finish painting the picture of what that experience is like. And the last time I did a video diary entry for Google Teacher Academy, I think I talked about the sort of brain hurricane, and it was that day one before lunch. So at lunchtime, we went back to the cafeteria in the Google offices, and again, it's just incredible, this beautiful lunch, and I really tried hard to sit at a different, with a different group of people. I sat with sort of my comfort group at breakfast, and so at lunch, I went and found a new group, and it was really wonderful. And after lunch, we went back to our sort of main room, and we had some minute to win it competitions, which were really fun, just to kind of, you're on brain overload so much. It's nice to laugh and just relax a minute and take a little brain break. But the questions were very well worded, problem solving questions, collaborating with our group members about how we could use Google Apps and how we could help spread this through our districts and our communities. And then we also heard from Lucy Gray on being a Google certified teacher and what it meant for her career after leaving the academy. And we heard from Brian Fitzpatrick, who was actually the founder of Google Chicago. It's mainly an engineering office, and that was really cool too. This guy just had a dream, and he went for it. And Google said, "Okay, just try it out and see if it works." And it's a huge success. It's such a beautiful office. And then towards the end of the day, everybody was sort of like waiting on pins and needles because they're, on your agenda, there's this pinning ceremony. So we didn't really know what that meant, but they called us up each one by one and gave us our certificate and our pin to put on our lanyard or whatever, that we are officially a Google certified teacher. And that was a big moment. That's like one of those, wow, I like survived the first day. This is awesome. I made it. And you're looking out sort of in the room, and it was really very rewarding. Definitely worth the hard work of the day and kind of feeling a little jumbled up. And then after we had our pinning ceremony, we went back to the cafe, gathered up all of our stuff, went back to the cafe, and there was this awesome, like, end of the day dinner, and they had balloons, and it was decorated beautifully, and food and drinks, and we all just like milled about and visited and laughed and reflected on what we'd done that day. And it really, I think that in any situation, I feel very strongly about this with professional development, that when you, Google believes this too, they talk about that spontaneous, those spontaneous conversations that happen around food and socializing, and how that's where a lot of good ideas are born. And so that end of the day, just hanging out with the people I'd spent that day with, now really feeling like these people are my family. And, inevitably our conversations turned back to, what are we going to do now? How do we make a difference? How do we leave here and change the world? Because those 63 people that were in that room are in that room because they want to change the world. And I think Google saw that in us. And then after we left there, went back to the hotel, and we all ended up meeting up that night for just like a little recap, happy hour kind of gathering off-site, very informal, but we all walked together. We took the subway, or the L, I guess it is in Chicago, and just had a wonderful evening. I went to bed just feeling totally fulfilled, and just full of hope and gratitude towards Google for giving me this opportunity. And I knew that day two, I was going to wake up and be excited about the unconference, which I'll talk about in my next episode. I promise it won't be a month from now. But that afternoon was, the morning was the, oh my God, I can't do it. And the afternoon was, I can't believe I've done this, and look at the connections I've made and the people I've met. So I will see you guys hopefully not too long from now. I promise it won't be that long for the next one, and that should be my last episode talking about the unconference. Have a great day.